Are you sure?
You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
What? You want to track down the fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already
gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say.
Easy for you to say.
But fine, Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was
just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
All the bags in there are the same, so
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I
remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Okay.
Stalling! Make your argument.
Yeah, so let's
Celeste's account.
count. Okay.
first of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit he did?
What do you mean the specific tracksuit?
I've got it. He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
No.
So what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks. I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse if you must know.
Do any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way, not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing?
It's okay. There was two options to pick from.
No, it's just like it. Like, so can't. So are they just saying it can't be Hifumi because he doesn't fucking exercise?
Well, also remember, so two people
Spoke up besides Hifumi.
Right.
Two people gave you the option to click on.
Yeah. So it was Mondo and Hiro.
Hero.
And
Yeah.
Hiro specifically
You wanna-
said that he got his tracksuit from the warehouse.
Do you want to go through it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Because the thing is, it's like just sitting like this, it doesn't waste time, that's all. So it's just like...
No, you're fine. You have, yeah, you're fine.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So we have to... Why did he choose that specific tracksuit he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I've got it. He picked the tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him. My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Exercising sucks.
Because exercising sucks? I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way, not a chance.
You heard him, right? You heard him, right? What he said, what he just said without even realizing it.
So I'm assuming we're supposed to like just point out that it's like the same tracksuit as the culprit? Is it supposed to be that?
No, okay.
I'm lost as fuck. I'm like, where is this supposed to help?
It's okay. So let's go over it one more time, and we'll read the lines a little differently, and then maybe that'll help.
Yeah, a little differently. AKA, let's baby feed Nate and emphasize what he needs to click on.
Well, what did you...
First of all, we need to know. So next we have to ask, why did he choose that tracksuit?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I've got it. He picked the tracksuit because it matched the one the killer was wearing.
So what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
I just can't remember. I can't remember who said that. It was all.
No, you're fine. So what you're saying is...
What you're saying is, it's like, oh, it's just like, oh, yeah, like the killer. So, I don't know, it just feels like it's a, like, unnecessary detail, in my opinion, but I guess not.
Well, Celeste never mentioned.
Yeah, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone
Celeste
slipped up
was the
here.
last person to see.
Oh. I didn't see. The thing is, because I could see it, no one else could see it. She was just recalling shit. I could see the memory because I'm God apparently in this game. It's like I know I know the specific memory you're talking about. Because that's the thing. Realistically, Makoto wouldn't know that. Because Celeste didn't say it either when she was retelling him.
No,
Right.
the first time she told him, she said it was a blue tracksuit.
Did she?
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I'm just gonna go back through the footage. It's like, oh, hold on a second,
I don't
Mondo.
remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being
Yeah.
specific. I thought the gimmick was Mondo fucked up and said the color.
No, she mentions that it's a blue tracksuit right when she's reading it. I remember. I read it.
Two.
She
Yeah,
says,
that's fair.
Yeah,
blue
two,
track-
but that's only to Makoto. That's why she states, "Oh yeah, I only told Makoto that."
Yeah, I'm only gonna tell you that.
Oh, okay.
I won't tell anyone else what fucking color it was.
Oh. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified,
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just... Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact,
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
only one I told about.
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know about the color of Chihiro's tracksuit? Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
No, that can't be it.
The bag and clothes were surely.
The bag and the clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw.
That's right.
As if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
I love her nicknames.
Are you talking about Chihiro?
I love her nicknames.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Oh my god, her tongue just goes even more crazy every time you talk to her.
I know.
Just by chance. I didn't happen to see it last night.
I just happened to see it last night.
I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either, according to Celeste's testimony.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If he just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen the color of the tracksuit. What the color the tracksuit was.
Get now!
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
I don't want it to be Mondo.
Perhaps, but you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
I really like Mondo.
Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with. What a bunch of nonsense.
Now I understand.
Ah, now I understand.
Bluff, wasn't it?
It was all one big bluff, wasn't it?
Your true intention was to
Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
That's why you said you knew
That's why you said you knew
who did it.
who did it, to put them on the edge.
That's right. However,
That's right, however,
Mondo was my target all along.
Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
See, the thing is, I didn't want it to be Mondo. It's literally like the thing.
I know.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way... because I hate him. Why am I answering for her? The way he was acting? I guess?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo.
Maybe you didn't notice
Refer
it,
to men and
Mondo,
women
but you tend to refer to men and women different.
differently. You only call guys dude.
You only call guys dude, and for girls it's chick.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer
And
to
after
him
he
as
was
dude.
killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me
Once
that
I picked
Mondo
up on
knew
that, it
something
occurred to
we
me that something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch. You're positively frightful.
didn't. No, I'm not the frightful one.
No, I'm not the frightful.
Not nearly as frightful as someone capable. of
Not
murdering
nearly
a
as
friend.
frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't want it to be Mondo. Because, like, him and Chihiro were getting along so well.
Mondo,
Yeah.
was
Mondo,
it really you?
was it really you?
Did you really
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I
didn't kill anyone.
I didn't kill anyone!
You've been all over me. Judging
You've
everything I
been
say.
all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
What gives you the right to treat me
What gives you the right to treat me like
like a goddamn
a goddamn criminal?
Because you are one.
He would never do something like
Yeah, he would
Oh my
never
God,
do something
Taka,
like
no!
that. This is a false accusation.
No, Taka!
They're bros for life. Remember? It's true, my reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
That was fast.
This does present us
Well, this does present us with a problem.
all out of
It seems we are all out of leads.
Haha, my time is nearly calm. The time is calm, and so am I. That's what my little ghost friend here is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
You waited to the last moment, you fuck. Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not have been all that relevant.
Bring it up!
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man, just tell us.
Yes.
If you really insist, then...
I'm gonna wish I can punch him in the face if it doesn't mean anything.
Here it is.
What do you have there?
Happens to be an E handbook. I found it lying on the ground, so I scooped it up. Oh, it's mine. Oh, fuck.
Why? Oh god. You found it on the ground, right? So it must belong. Oh yeah, because Chihiro's was missing, right? I think. I hope. I'm pretty sure Chihiro's. Yeah. Thank God. It's like we know Chihiro's the handbook was missing from the crime scene, right?
For a fact.
For a fact, indeed. I was totally sure I found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. When we turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence about the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not.
Who's gonna say how to break them?
They're totally waterproof, shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting uselessly in the main hall. For all of your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely do the handbooks get broken?
How did the by hitting its weak spot. You already told us before that the handbook has one weak spot, didn't you?
You remember that?
Yes.
Sure, maybe I let it slip, but I never told anyone the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them are broken in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma?
You know what that weakness is, right, Monokuma? So what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
Yes.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well. I guess, sorry. I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long. It will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
High temperatures, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I flipping knew it.
I flippin' knew it.
You knew it?
Let Hifumi say fuck.
Yeah, because I found the handbook lying on the floor of the sauna. That. Why did you open with that, you fuck?
I know, you bitch. Say that.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't even get burnt, huh? It's because your sweat evaporates. It creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly on your skin, you definitely would get fried. The layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Same.
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 That is merely trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise the temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit
somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out?
I wonder how.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
I wonder fucking how.
Indeed, quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Hey Mondo, let me see your
They
handbook, please.
realized it was broken, of course, and it
gonna be
wouldn't
Then they realized it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be too hard to figure out why.
Yeah, because he was fully clothed when him and Taka did like the thing with in the sauna.
And once they had
Oh, yeah.
Chihiro's handbook, they
And
knew
once
had
they had
to do
Chihiro's
what
handbook,
was
they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but
Hmm.
who would have done
I
something
wouldn't
like
say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
that? I don't know of anyone.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
Mondo has Leon's handbook. The broken one's his.
I might know
There you
someone who
go.
did.
I might know someone who did.
Seriously?
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was. Oh, Taka, I'm so sorry. They might have brought their handbook into the sauna.
It's his first friend, Nate.
I know. This is why. This feels horrible. I hate this. He had to be the one who wore all clothes into the sauna. It was. It was.
Oh
Mondo.
no.
It was Mondo.
Alright.
Where are you, buddy? I'm sorry, man. I don't want to do this.
Sayaka!
That bitch.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize he also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it. Much.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it. Prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh yeah, really? What exactly is that, man?
Make your argument.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh.
Of course. So it'd just be the broken e-handbook.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Nope.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if
Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
My goodness, mine works just fine.
I'm just gonna let it play out.
See? Look. Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Do you not know what he's like best at, Taka?
No, he does. But they're friends.
I know. This hurts more than it should. Oh. Okay, it's like not the handbook. So yeah, I just have to like Mondo and his broken e-handbook.
Then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
in other words, if
Yeah.
Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves
You got this,
that
man.
what Makoto
Yeah.
said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Yep.
Let me get it. No! Fuck it.
Damn it, man!
I know. It's like I'm fucking.
You just wait too long.
I know. I do.
If what he says is correct, you broke your own.
And it's also, it's like, I'm just figuring out where to fire, so it's just like, I don't have to do extra shit, basically. Fuck you.
There you go.
Break. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
I'm so sorry. I mean, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it!
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes? But that doesn't... But doesn't that violate the regulation that says loaning out is prohibited? I know, we've already gone over this.
Yeah.
Well, here's how I look at it. There's a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit, but no worries. If anything, I'll just make things more interesting. As such, I'd agree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro?
What's wrong, bro? Come on. Ptolemy's wrong.
You are wrong. You have to
You
be wrong.
are wrong. You have to be wrong.
Everything you just said is
Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Closing argument, begin!
I'm really, really sad.
Yeah.
I'm really,
Yeah.
really sad now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it gets sadder.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be sad if it was a fucking, like, accident. Like, that's the
Well,
thing.
we'll
Wait.
find out, won't we?
I don't know. Oh, Jesus. This is just such an elaborate thing to do. God damn it. What would be the next bit?
Just put what you think fits. For, like, the other ones and then come back. If you, like, see ones that are easier to do, it's a quick way to, like, process of eliminate it.
Yeah. This hurts so much to look at. I'm like super upset right now. Like,
Because now you have to make it all fit.
yeah. Oh, and also there are like some things that just don't make sense as well. So, but it's just like you put so much work into this to get away with it.
Well, I
Wait.
mean, it was mostly Byaku.
Why the fuck did you have to do that?
It was part of the shtick.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just like going through it.
Go back over a little bit. That's where he would have written, like, Bloodlust.
Yeah. What the fuck?
There you go.
Yeah. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Okay, so that's the end. So we would have written Bloodlust. Oh, and that's why, because Byakuya already seen it, that's why it didn't trigger when Makoto and someone else seen it, because then it was 3. Because I made that assumption as well. It's like,
Yeah.
maybe the killer helped me find it, and it's like, no. Okay.
I always sucked at this part.
Go back to, like, when it splatters. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, I mean, I just hate how, like, demented...
This would have been the cleanup process.
Yeah, so... Oh, wait, is that him putting it back up, or...?
I can't tell, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's the issue. So I can't really tell. I think that's taking it down. I don't really have a lot to work with left, but granted, it's like I only have, what, these 2 panels left?
Yeah.
So it's like, how make sense of these?
Yeah. If he's setting him down there, right?
Wait.
Wouldn't that be when he put the other poster up?
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's
wait.
so hard.
Because when the door goes somewhere, because, like, going
Yeah.
inside?
Into the girls' locker room. I think it's the other one, right? Yeah, because he got in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so that'd be like...
What would go there?
What would go there?
Is that him leaving, or...?
It's
I don't know.
God damn it!
just the best way to do it is just to test it, see what happens.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, I'm just gonna quickly go from the beginning.
Alright.
Just pan it out real quick. I kind of really like how they draw Celeste in these.
Oh, I know. She's gorgeous.
Okay, so yeah, going into the boys' locker room, seeing Mondo, talking to Mondo. Like,
Something happens.
Yeah, Mondo would be able to lift up the dumbbell. She notices, smashes him over the head, there's the blood splatter. Drops on the ground. Like, notices, and then it's the cleanup process. Notices there's blood on the poster. Rips it down. Takes her... Like,
That seems appropriate, right? The dumbbell.
yeah, like moving the dumbbell.
Or just,
yeah.
having that... Yeah.
Yeah, and then going in to the girls' locker room, putting it down.
Yeah.
Like, and laying her down. And then for some reason,
Switching
Byakuya decides...
Comes in.
Yeah, Byakuya comes
Is
in.
an asshole.
And, you know, ties her
Yeah.
up. Yeah. And then there's Mondo disposing of.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened.
Let's see if this is right.
Let's take a look back.
Okay, first let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At that time, she was apparently stuffing something into her duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
She's so cute.
With the bag in hand, Chihiro headed out even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who apparently was a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed a nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Yeah,
that's,
there we go.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and the carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely, in the heat of the moment, the body was ranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to hide the act. Yeah, try and hide the act. First pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster. Oh. Dang it. It's the only thing that I'm struggling with right now.
What's that one? I can't see it too well.
I can't see it too well either.
Well, the thing is, I don't know what this is supposed to be because there's no thing with like a doorknob at all.
Yeah.
So maybe it's him
use the
putting.
doorknob then.
It could be him putting up the poster again because that's what it looks like that's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give it a shot. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Like I feel like I have enough shit. It's like okay. Yeah, which is why the killer. Yep. Bloodstained carpet, removing the bloody poster. No, that's also wrong.
No.
At least it cuts you back to like this part.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like he's already putting up the poster there, so he wouldn't
Okay.
have to do it again.
I don't know what it'd be.
Well, there's only one way to. We got it's trial and error at this point.
Oh,
What was
no.
the last one you used?
Well, granted, that's like a copy of that.
That's the exact same one. So if yep, that's it. Then.
It has to be.
It has to be.
I really hope. Okay, so yep, rolls it up, tearing away shit. Yep. Yep, remove the bloody poster. Nope, that's also wrong.
Okay.
Then it's something that you already put into the thing.
Okay. Yeah, because then I'd be heading to the girls' locker room, like, and then going in.
Okay.
Turning the doorknob.
Turning the doorknob.
No, I'm being serious. It's fucking okay.
Oh, the way you said it was like not serious at all.
Turning the doorknob.
Right, because
I'm sorry.
He sees the door, uses the key card, fucking uses the
And
doorknob.
he can enter the girls' locker room.
Right. That's my thought process here.
Okay. Okay. Let's proceed. Yep. Okay, that's part's right.
Oh, okay.
Hands up.
Yeah. And finally carrying the corpse in the girls' locker room. The girls' locker room was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks have been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. Yeah, no, the doorknob's wrong. I only have 3 hearts left! I'm stressing!
It's okay. I got this. We're almost done.
It's just one! I feel like it's only just the one, because the rest all makes sense to me.
Okay, wait.
So
That makes sense.
What's the one? What's the one?
Is it him putting the poster back up then? Because he's in the girls' locker room now.
Yeah, and he doesn't. There's no other illustration of it.
Yeah. Because it like in retelling it, it would have to be like putting the poster back up. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just getting stressed. That's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. Oh, so Byakuya didn't notice the change because he I still don't understand why the fuck he tied her up. It's fucked up. They changed the layout of the boys.
I didn't want to like stab to the body.
Yeah. They changed the layouts of the boys and girls locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Hello.
Oh,
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, make things more complicated.
Yes, he do.
You know, I don't get in trouble for this like at all.
Yeah. Also, that's a nice Seto Kaiba-esque profile pic you got there.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
I know, right?
So after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. How would you do this? He used this cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag with other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow the killer knew the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Oh, I love this style change so much.
I know, Mondo looks so cool.
Yeah, isn't that right, Mondo Iwata?
Yeah, bridge.
I was chained high enough, I think